Hello guys, this is your friend and we are back with a new fanfic. Which is what if Kyuubi gave Naruto a new ultimate Dojutsu, part 2. And if you enjoy this fanfic then please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more fanfic like this. And now let's start the fanfic. Alright, let's go, Naruto said as he left the house. Naruto soon looked the door as he pumped chakra into the security seal that Sarutobi gave him. Naruto nodded slightly as he leapt across the rooftops. Naruto wanted to get to the academy a little early as he had a big smile across his face. Soon his vixen friend decided to talk with her blonde. A good day for a team placement, huh, Naruto-kun? Kyuubi asked him. Naruto smirked with a nod as he decided to reply. It certainly is, Kyuubi-chan. I can't wait to see who I am paired with. But I swear if it is that loudmouth Banshee or that emo Uchiha, so heads are going to roll, Naruto told her. Naruto heard Kyuubi laugh with a nod as she stretched in her soft bed. Kami, help the poor fools who do make you three a team, Kyuubi told him. Naruto nodded as he soon saw the academy grounds in sight. Konoha Academy. Naruto soon appeared at the grounds as he opened the doors. Naruto roamed the halls as usual until he came up to his room. Naruto looked to see the place was empty as he was the first one to arrive. Naruto simply walked up the stairs as he found his regular seat. Naruto sat in his chair as he waited for people to show up. After 30 minutes of peaceful silence, Naruto heard the door open as he looked to see some of the kids enter. Naruto didn't pay them any mind as he decided that they weren't worth his time. Soon kids filled the room as Naruto looked at everyone who had managed to pass the exams. Naruto smiled as he saw the only real friend he had as Kiba took a seat next to him. Hey Naruto, are you ready for the team placements? Kiba asked him. Naruto chuckled with a nod as Akamaru started to have a conversation with Kasumi. I sure am, Kiba. I really hope you are on my team. I couldn't find anyone else to work well with. I sure hope I don't have to work with two annoying people, Naruto told him. Kiba laughed as he looked at the girls fawn over Sasuke. I am with you there, Naruto, Kiba told him as everyone soon settled down. Iruka soon came through the door as he saw some people's eager faces. He then spared a passing glance at Naruto and smiled. Naruto smiled back as Iruka took to the stand as he glanced over all the students. First, I want to say that starting today everyone here are shinobi of Konoha. You are going to have more responsibilities as you grow and develop with your friends and your teachers. I am proud of everyone here, Iruka told them. Everyone enjoyed his little speech as Iruka looked at his board. I will now announce the teams. Team 1, AN. No 1 until 7 is important. Iruka continued down the list as he came up to the next team. Team 7, Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto perked up as he heard his name. Iruka continued on. Kiba Inuzuka. Kiba smiled along with Naruto as they high-fived each other. Looks like it's you and me and someone, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded as they listened to the last name. And Sasuke Uchiha. Your sensei is Kakashi Hatake, Iruka told them. Time stopped for Naruto and Kiba as they dropped their jaws. Sasuke huffed in annoyance as he continued to brood. Naruto and Kiba soon hit the table they were sitting at as they drew everyone's attention to them. It seems that Kami is quite the prankster, Kiba told Naruto. Naruto huffed as he rubbed the lump on his head. It was going so well. Why Kami? Why do I have to be paired up with a person who probably cuts himself on a daily basis? Naruto cried as Iruka read the rest of the list. Team 8 is Shino Aburame, Hinata Hyuga, Sakura Haruno. Your sensei is Kurenai Uehi, Iruka said to them. Everyone nodded as Sakura heavily sighed from not being paired with her Sasuke-kun. Iruka continued down as he read the names. Team 9. Unimportant, Iruka continued as he went through the people. Team 10 is Shikamaru Nara, Ino Yamanaka, and Choji Akamaiki. Your sensei is Asuma Sarutobi, Iruka finished. Everyone nodded as they waited for their sensei to arrive to the room. Soon the room was filled with Jonin-level people as everyone filed out. Naruto took note of some people's sensei as he saw a good-looking woman and a man with a cigarette in his mouth. Soon everyone left the room as Naruto, Kiba, and Sasuke stayed in the room. Kiba soon sat next to Naruto as they left Sasuke to his own vices. Where the hell is this guy? Kiba asked him. Naruto sighed as he turned to Kiba. In addition to an emo, we now have a super late sensei. You know, if you weren't on my team, I would go completely insane. So Kiba, I thank you, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded with a smile until everyone heard the door open. Soon a gray-haired man with mask covering his mouth came into the room. Kakashi took a look at his group as he narrowed his eye at them. My first impression of you guys, you're a bunch of depressing brats, Kakashi said to them. Naruto narrowed his eyes along with Sasuke and Kiba as Naruto decided to speak. Well, we wouldn't be depressed if someone came here on time like a respectable person, Naruto muttered. Kiba tried to fight back a laugh as Sasuke showed an approving grin. Kakashi's sweat dropped as he smiled with a hand behind his head. I suppose you have a point there, Kakashi told him. Naruto, Kiba, and Sasuke nodded as Kakashi got down to business. Alright, meet me on the roof for a meeting, Kakashi told them as he shunshined out of sight in smoke. Naruto, Kiba, and Sasuke quirked up an eyebrow at his tactic. Kyuubi-chan, what was that? Naruto decided to ask. Kyuubi chuckled as she answered. That is called a shunshin, Naruto-kun. It's a faster version of travel. You imagine an image in your mind and by applying chakra to your feet you are able to move at high speeds that leave smoke in the area. There are also elemental shunshins, but they are quite harder to do than the regular, but are much more appealing, Kyuubi explained. Naruto nodded as he and Kiba got up, both soon left as Sasuke followed. This team would be such a headache for me if not for Kiba, Naruto said to himself as everyone opened the door to the roof. Everyone saw Kakashi sitting on a railing as they sat down on the floor. Alright, to get to know everyone better we will have introductions about ourselves, Kakashi said to them. Naruto quirked up an eyebrow and smiled. Why not show us how it's done then, Naruto told him. Kiba and Sasuke nodded as Kakashi sighed. Alright, I am Kakashi Hatake. I have many likes and I have many dislikes. I have lots of hobbies. My dreams for the future. I haven't thought about it. Your turn. Why don't you go first, dog boy? Kakashi said to them with an eye smile. Naruto and Kiba sweat dropped as they looked at him. All we know is your name, they both thought. Kiba sighed as he decided to go as he heard his name. My name is Kiba Inuzuka. I like dogs, Akamaru, Naruto, and my family. My dislikes are people who are arrogant and don't train seriously. My hobby is walking Akamaru around the village. My dream is to be the best Inuzuka and be a good clan head, Kiba said as he gauged everyone's reaction. Naruto smiled at him as Sasuke ignored the boy. Kakashi nodded with a smile as he turned to Naruto. You next, Whiskers, he told Naruto. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he found a new dislike. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I like dogs, Kasumi-chan, Kiba, and the Inuzuka family. My dislikes are people who judge, and those who are arrogant. I also dislike those who call me Whiskers, Naruto told him. Kakashi took a mental note of that as Naruto continued. My hobby is training myself and Kasumi-chan. My dream is to marry a certain woman and fulfill my promise to her by becoming Hokage, Naruto said with a slight blush. Kiba chuckled as Sasuke quirked up an eyebrow at that dream of Naruto's. Kakashi was also interested in this dream woman that Naruto was talking about. Kakashi nodded as he turned to Sasuke. You next, Emo, Kakashi said to him. Sasuke huffed as he turned his head to the group with a look of severe annoyance. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I have few likes and many dislikes. My major dislike is the damn fangirls who don't train seriously and fawn over me. My hobby is mere training and getting stronger. My dream, no, my ambition is to restore the honor of the Uchiha and destroy a certain someone, Sasuke said with an extra scowl to his face. Naruto rolled his eyes along with Kiba as Kakashi sighed. Alright, I got a dog lover, an ambitious blonde, and an avenger. Just perfect, Kakashi thought as he soon smiled. Great introductions. Now we can begin the exam, Kakashi told them. Everyone looked at him with a confused face as Kiba decided to speak. But sensei, we passed the exam. Why are we taking another one? Kiba asked him. Kakashi turned to Kiba and smiled. That wasn't the actual test. That was just to show who would most likely become genin. I am going to test you to see if you pass those requirements. And if you don't, well, you go back to the academy, Kakashi said to them with a smile. Naruto sighed as Kiba dropped his jaw. Sasuke scowled at Kakashi as the Jonin soon stood up. Well, we will begin tomorrow at 8 a.m. Oh, and don't eat your breakfast. You will puke, Kakashi said as he left them on the roof. Everyone sat there for a minute, but soon Naruto got up. Well, I am going to take that as a suggestion. There is no way I am missing breakfast, Naruto told Kiba. Kiba smiled with a nod as Sasuke turned to leave. Oh, and Uchiha, Naruto called out to him. Sasuke turned around to face the blonde. I really hate to say it, but we will have to work together to beat this guy. I can tell this won't be easy, Naruto told him. Sasuke soon smirked as he turned to leave. It may be hard for you, but for an elite like me, it is a cakewalk, Sasuke said to Naruto. Kiba soon mumbled out as only Naruto could hear him. It must be so troublesome having to walk with such a large stick up your, Kiba mumbled. Naruto chuckled with a nod as he grabbed Kiba's arm. Well, let me try this out, Naruto told him. Naruto soon envisioned the Inuzuka compound as he applied Charka to his feet. Naruto soon disappeared off the roof with Kiba as Sasuke left being none the wiser of the act, but someone saw them. Alright, it is obvious that Naruto knows how to lead a group should I be out of commission. He also figured out the aspect of the exercise before it even started. Kiba seems undyingly loyal to Naruto. The only problem is the loner Uchiha. Oh well, I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow, Kakashi said as he really left this time. With Naruto and Kiba, both soon appeared in front of the Inuzuka compound as Kiba dropped to the floor. Naruto, what was that? Kiba asked him. Naruto smirked as he turned to Kiba. That is called a Shunshin, Kiba. I just learned it, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded with a smile as he opened the door. I'm home and I have company, Kiba yelled. Hana soon appeared with her head poking out with a smile. Why, hello little brother. Hello Naruto-kun, Hana said with a smile. Naruto nodded as he looked around the house, but didn't see one person. Ka-san had a mission so she left a while ago, Hana said answering his question. Naruto nodded with a thank you and he and Kiba appeared in the living room. So how did team placement go? Hana asked them. Naruto and Kiba turned to her with a smile. Me and Naruto are in the same squad, Kiba told her. Hana nodded with a smile, then saw the frown appear on their faces. Along with Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto finished. Hana stopped smiling as she sighed. Man, that's rough. I hope you get along. No wait, I hope you try to get no correction again. I hope you can tolerate him, Hana said to them. Both nodded as Naruto turned to Kiba. Alright Kiba, we need to make a strategy against Kakashi and I know how to by using our teamwork along with Akamaru and Kasumi-chan, Naruto said turning to the dogs who were laying on their laps. Kiba nodded with a smile as Naruto went over his plan with Kiba. Hana smirked as she saw Naruto immediately take charge and begin the planning. I wonder if I should be jealousy that Ka-san gets a mate like that, Hana thought as she continued to read her book. Naruto and Kiba strategized for a majority of the day until the sun went down. Naruto yawned along with Kiba as Naruto and Kasumi turned to leave. Alright Kiba, see you tomorrow and eat your breakfast tomorrow. You will need it, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded with a smile as he was going to follow Naruto's orders. To him, Naruto was already like the head dog around the clan although he wasn't an Inuzuka. Got it Naruto. See you tomorrow, Kiba told him. Naruto nodded as he and Kasumi disappeared. Kiba closed his door as he walked upstairs. I can't wait for tomorrow, Kiba said to himself as he went upstairs. Hana smirked at her brother's enthusiasm as she went upstairs also. Both soon went to sleep as the night passed. Next morning 8 o'clock a.m., training field. Naruto, Kiba, and Sasuke yawned as they arrived at the designated training grounds. Everyone was quite pissed that Kakashi wasn't there yet, but Sasuke was more pissed as he felt his stomach rumble. Great, the Uchiha didn't eat. Now he is going to drag us down, Naruto said to himself, which Kiba caught. Everyone sat at the gate as they waited for Kakashi. 3 hours later, Sasuke groaned as Naruto and Kiba decided to catch some more sleep as they waited for Kakashi. Soon Kakashi appeared on top of the gate as he dodged a kunai aimed at him. Kakashi looked to his left to see a Naruto with his eyes closed and his hand out. If you want to waste your own time, well, that's fine, but don't waste ours, Kakashi-sensei, Naruto told him. Kakashi sighed as he wondered if he should play with Naruto like that anymore, Kakashi thought as he gathered the group of genin. Alright, we will administer the test, Kakashi said as he pulled out the bells. The objective is for you to get these 2 bells from me. The 2 who manage to get them are allowed to eat, but the one who doesn't gets nothing. Just to let you know, if you fail then you will be dropped from the program completely, Kakashi said to them. Naruto and Kiba weren't really fazed, but Sasuke did have a look of anxiety on his face. Alright, come at me with the intent to kill or you won't get these bells, Kakashi told them. Everyone nodded as they waited for their test to begin. Kakashi set the clock down as he adjusted the time. After that was done, Kakashi came back to them. The trees swayed slightly as Kakashi closed his eye. Everyone tensed slightly as Kakashi's eye shot open. Begin, he said as everyone disappeared. Kakashi smirked as he looked around. Alright, everyone seems to know the basics of stealth, Kakashi said. Soon Kakashi was flanked on all sides as he saw around 20 Narutos coming at him. Kakashi took a fast defensive stance as he blocked the incoming punches and kicks of the Naruto clones. Kakashi found it quite difficult as he realized that each Naruto clone was using a different taijutsu form. This kid's clones are quite good, but not good enough, Kakashi said as he managed to land fatal blows to the clones causing them to disperse. Kakashi thought he was done until he saw 7 more clones. Kakashi managed to sidestep the clones as he punched and kicked his way through them. Soon the clones dispersed as smoke covered Kakashi's sight. What the? Too much smoke to see, Kakashi said as Naruto and Kiba jumped out along with Kasumi and Akamaru. Let's go, Kiba. Follow my lead, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded as Naruto turned to Kasumi. Ready, girl? Naruto asked her. Kasumi yipped as she became more feral. Naruto, thanks to Kyuubi, became more feral also along with Kiba and Akamaru. Naruto and Kasumi jumped slightly as they began to spin violently towards the target. Kiba and Akamaru followed as they charged him. Gatsuga, Naruto and Kiba yelled as they attacked the figure in the smoke. Both drilled through the smoke as they managed to cause utter chaos. Kakashi narrowed his eyes as he was only able to slightly sidestep the spinning genin and their dogs as they made sharp turns and continued their onslaught on Kakashi. Sasuke watched in awe and slight anger as he felt useless for not doing anything. He was an Uchiha, yet he was watching from the sidelines as Naruto and Kiba fought the Jonin like they were already experienced shinobi. Sasuke seethed as he decided to show up his 2 teammates. Sasuke did his hand signs as he finished in a flash. Kaden. Gokaku no Jutsu, Sasuke yelled as he blew the fire at the group of shinobi. Everyone looked to see the fire coming at them as Naruto and Kiba managed to stop spinning and grab their dogs in time as they got away. Soon the fire collided with the smoke as it exploded. Sasuke smirked at the act as Naruto and Kiba seethed. What the hell, Sasuke? You could have killed us, Kiba yelled at him. Sasuke huffed as he turned his head. You should be happy that you were of use to me, Sasuke said to them. Naruto rolled his eyes as Kasumi growled at the Uchiha for talking down to her blonde like that. Soon the fire settled as everyone looked to see that the area of impact was vacant. Naruto and Kiba gasped as Kakashi came behind Sasuke. You're not like the others, you're worse, Kakashi said as he easily caught Sasuke. Naruto and Kiba sighed as both rushed from the sides to attack Kakashi. Kakashi noticed the action as he kicked Sasuke out of the trees and into the ground. Kiba, make sure the Tem is okay. Then get back as soon as you can. I will try to hold Kakashi here for a bit, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded as he and Akamaru turned to assist Sasuke, who was still captured on the ground. Meanwhile, Naruto engaged Kakashi in a one-on-one spar as he tried to adapt his taijutsu to the higher and more complex form of Kakashi's taijutsu. Naruto managed to parry some of Kakashi's blows, but was soon knocked into a nearby tree as Kasumi ran to his side. Naruto breathed heavily as he saw Kiba untie Sasuke then run back to him. Kakashi was quite impressed with their resolve in the fight, but looked to see the bells still strapped to his uniform. Naruto and Kiba charged Kakashi again, but Kakashi held his hand out as the ringing of the alarm clock was heard. Stop. Time is up, he told them. Both soon stopped as they dropped to one knee in exhaustion. Kakashi smiled as he grabbed Naruto and Kiba and did the kawarimi to appear near Sasuke. Everyone did well, except you Sasuke, Kakashi said to the Uchiha. Sasuke, you allowed your pride to cloud your judgment. You interfered with a good plan that Naruto and Kiba came up with, as they would have beaten me much faster if you didn't interrupt. Even though you messed up the plan, Naruto made Kiba help you, as that is what teammates do. Sasuke, you need to work on your level of arrogance, Kakashi told him. Sasuke seethed in anger as he tried to move, but couldn't due to being tied up by Kakashi again. Naruto, you quickly took command and was able to come up with a decent plan with Kiba and your dogs. You showed quick leadership and I am impressed with that, Kakashi told him. Naruto nodded as Kasumi the side of his cheek in happiness. Kiba, you followed through with the orders that were given to you and you didn't question Naruto's ability to lead. You had faith that he knew what he was doing and you worked as a team. Good job Kiba, Kakashi said to him. Kiba nodded with a big grin as he and Naruto bumped fists. Kakashi smiled at them only to tell them the news. However, you still failed at catching the bells, Kakashi told them. Kiba smiled as he turned to Naruto, who was also smiling. You mean these, Kakashi-sensei? Naruto said as he held the two bells in his hands. Kakashi looked at the shiny metal balls and quickly turned to see two round nuts on his side. How did you? While we were in a Gatsuga frenzy, I was able to get the bells from you. The other parts were all for the purpose of training, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded with a smile as he looked at Naruto. So what are you going to do with those bells? He asked. Naruto smiled as he turned to Kiba. I am giving one to Kiba. And the other goes to the Tem, Naruto said as he popped the bell into Sasuke's mouth since his hands were indisposed. Kakashi chuckled with a nod as he stood up and released Sasuke. Very good. You have all passed. Team 7 goes on its first mission tomorrow, Kakashi said with a thumbs up. Naruto smirked as Kasumi yipped as she ran around his legs. Kiba jumped for joy along with Akamaru, but Sasuke was still mad at the fact that he had been made fun of. Kakashi soon shunshined out of sight as Naruto and Kiba left with their dogs, leaving a brooding Uchiha at the training field. Damn lowlife mutts. You really don't know your place, Sasuke said as he soon walked off. Hokage Mansion. All Jonin-sensei for the Genin exams appeared as they lined up in front of the Hokage. Alright, what is that status? Sarutobi asked them. Everyone nodded as they went down. Team 1 to 6. Fail, the instructors for those groups said to him. Sarutobi nodded as they continued. Team 7. Pass, Kakashi said with a smile. Everyone gasped as they wondered how anyone passed Kakashi's test. Team 8. Pass, Kurenai said with a smile. Team 9. Fail, some instructor said to him. Asuma soon stepped forward with a smile. Team 10. Pass, he responded. Sarutobi nodded as everyone began to leave, except Kakashi. So tell me Kakashi, how is Naruto? Sarutobi asked him. Kakashi smiled as he began. He is a good kid, Hokage-sama. He shows the qualities of a good leader and helps his comrades. He considers his teammates his equal and didn't fight with either. Kiba follows him with undying loyalty, as I can assume. He didn't question Naruto's motives even once. Sasuke could have done better, but he was useful in his own way. All in all, they are quite the group of kids, Kakashi told him. A smile graced Sarutobi's face as he calmed down. Thank you, Kakashi. You may go now, Sarutobi said as Kakashi soon left. Sarutobi sat in the back of his chair as he looked out the window. That team is going to go far if Sasuke can learn to trust the two. I can only wonder how strong Naruto and Kiba are when they team up, Sarutobi thought, but went back to his work. In Izuka compound, Naruto and Kiba were celebrating their passing of the Genin exams as Hana smiled at their antics. It only gets tougher from here, you two, Hana told them. Naruto and Kiba nodded as they turned to her. I trust in Naruto enough to know how to deal with things. He has my loyalty, Kiba said to her. Hana nodded as she turned to Naruto. Go far, Naruto-kun, Hana said to him. Naruto nodded as he looked at her. I will, Hana-chan, with Kiba, Kasumi-chan, and Akamaru, Naruto told her. Hana nodded with a smirk as everyone decided to enjoy the fun for today. Next day, Team 7 hid in the bushes of the nearby fields as they watched their target move closer and closer to the target point. This is Fox 1, the target is in position. Inu Kami, the target is in my sights also. HMPH, I see the furball also. Alright, Team 7, go. Everyone jumped from the trees as they pounced on the target. Sasuke managed to grab the target, Tora, as he caught the cat with his hands. Sasuke smirked as he held the demon cat in his hand. Tora showered her dislike by scratching Sasuke's face, which caused the Uchiha to have a fit. Damn furball, you dare attack me, Sasuke said as he was about to punch the cat, but was stopped by Naruto. I don't think that the fire daimyo's wife wants her cat dead, Sasuke, Naruto said as he scratched Tora's ears. Tora soon purred as she leapt into Naruto's arms and went to sleep. Kiba chuckled at the sight, while Sasuke brooded over animals and their damn owners. Kakashi soon appeared next to them as he smiled. Well, that's another mission completed, let's go report, Kakashi said as everyone walked off. Mission room. Team 7 soon came into the room as they saw Iruka and the Hokage sitting down behind a table. Add another to the list, Gigi, Naruto said with a smile. Sarutobi nodded as the daimyo's wife came in. She was quite happy to see her cat as she squeezed the life out of it. Naruto, Kiba, and Kakashi felt bad for it, while Sasuke smirked. Take that, you damn furball. That is the penance for scratching my face, Sasuke thought as Naruto stepped forward. Ma'am, as I may say something. I would like you to stop squeezing Tora like that. She is a cat and the way you are hugging isn't going to make her stop running. I think you should lessen the grip and softly pet her instead. Cats like that sort of thing, Naruto told her. The woman looked at Naruto in slight awe as she never really considered that. The woman soon stopped squeezing Tora as she gave him the softer rubs that Naruto told her. To everyone's amazement, Tora didn't run, but purring softly as he tail swayed around. Thank you, young man. I will remember this lesson, she said as she walked off with a happy Tora. Naruto had a smile on his face as he turned to the Hokage. So what's next? Naruto asked. Sarutobi took the list as he read down the missions. Well, someone needs their fence painted. D ranks missions. There is walking the dogs. Damn D rank missions. Then there is the damn D rank missions. Sasuke yelled as he got everyone's attention, while they covered their ears. Sasuke stepped forward as he slammed his hands on the table. What the hell is all this? No lousy D rank missions are going to get me stronger. Give me something that will let me show my true power. I can't improve with these lame team exercises that you call them, Sasuke told them. Iruka sighed as Sarutobi took a puff of his smoke. Naruto face-palmed himself along with Kiba, and Kakashi as they were slightly embarrassed to be his teammates and sensei. Naruto soon stepped forward as he pinched the bridge of his nose. Gigi, while I severely hate to agree with the TEM, I have to agree. We currently hold the most accomplished D ranks in the shinobi system in one day than most genin do, and we have the most experience. Why not give a C rank mission so the TEM doesn't have to pout for the rest of the day, Naruto told him. Sarutobi and Iruka looked at each other and smiled. Alright Naruto, since you think so you will get a C rank mission. This will involve protecting a bridge builder until he finishes a bridge in Wave Country, Sarutobi told him. Naruto nodded as he dragged Sasuke back to the team. Don't ever do that again Uchiha. Man, you complain like a child. That was so embarrassing, Naruto said to him. Sasuke ignored him as a smirk appeared on his face for getting a higher ranked mission. Kakashi sighed along with Kiba with a nod as the bridge builder came in. The man looked half-wasted as he inspected everyone. What the hell is this? I ask for shinobi and you give me kids. The only ones who look like they could handle themselves are the two with the dogs on their heads. And what's with the emo? The man said as he took another drink. Naruto and Kiba smiled as Sasuke narrowed his eyes at the old man. I like this guy, Naruto told Kiba. Kiba nodded with a smile as he turned to Naruto. Me too, Kiba said to him. Kakashi turned to his genin team as he read the list. Alright, we leave tomorrow. Everyone pack for a month trip and meet me at the gate tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Kakashi told them. Everyone nodded as Kakashi disappeared. The bridge builder soon approached Naruto and Kiba and stuck out his hand. Hello, I am Tazuna, nice to meet you, he told them. Naruto and Kiba smiled as they shook his hand. Tazuna soon disappeared also and Naruto and Kiba filed out leaving the Uchiha to brood as he left. Streets of Konoha. Naruto and Kiba continued to walk through the streets of Konoha as they decided to head to Naruto's home. Hey Kiba, wanna help me pack? I could always use the help, Naruto asked him. Kiba smirked with a nod as they two hopped to the rooftops and ran to Naruto's house. Inuzuka compound. Sume soon came through the door as she laid on the couch. Kuromaru followed her lead as he went outside to bask in the warm sun. Sume chuckled as she laid on the couch to see Hana looking at her. Can I help you with something, Hana? Sume told her. Hana blushed with a nod as she sat down. Keika-san, what do you think of the idea of sharing Naruto-kun? Hana asked her. Sume quirked up an eyebrow at her daughter and soon smiled. She already knew what was bothering her daughter and it only made her more happy. Well, I don't really mind it. As long as Naruto-kun agrees and I stay the alpha female, Sume told her. Hana's blush deepened as she turned to her mother. I didn't say it was Naruto-ka-san, haha told her. Sume smirked as she looked at her daughter. You didn't say it wasn't, plus I see the way you look at him, Hana. It was quite obvious, Sume told her. Hana scratched her cheek with a rose-colored blush as she slumped her shoulders. It was that obvious? She asked her Sume. Sume nodded with a smile as she sat up. I personally don't mind sharing him, but I am going to be the alpha female, got it? Sume told her. Hana immediately nodded as she sat down. So when did you start liking Naruto-kun? Sume decided to ask. Hana took a thinking pose as she tried to answer her mother's question. Around the time I saw him beat the mess out of Mizuki. I certainly see him as a very unique male if he does join the Inuzuka compound, Hana told her. Sume nodded as she looked up at the ceiling. Well, Naruto will also have to decide that, but I think that your chances are pretty high, Sume told her daughter. Hana nodded with a smile as she took out a book and began to read. Sume relaxed in the house as she soon dozed off from the long mission she had. With Naruto and Kiba, Naruto opened the door as he allowed Kiba to get inside. Kiba had been to Naruto's house a few times over the years and could still say it was the cleanest place he had ever been in. Both soon headed to the living space as they put their bags down. Naruto filled his bag with 300 kunai and shuriken along with 3 windmill shuriken. He gave Kiba around the same amount as him. Naruto also gave Kiba some storage seals to save space in his backpack. Kiba packed also as he took Kasumi's and Akamaru's food and put them into the backpacks. After 1 hour of packing, Naruto and Kiba were done as they laid on the floor. So what are the chances that we actually meet a serious shinobi on this mission? Kiba asked. Naruto chuckled as he thought over it. The odds are quite high. Although, this varies from perspective, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded as he got up and grabbed his backpack. Alright Naruto. See you tomorrow. Kami only knows what the emo would say if I didn't show up, Kiba said with a smile as he left. Naruto chuckled as he closed the door. Naruto turned to see Kasumi staring at him as she wagered her tail left and right. Naruto soon knelt down as he scratched her ears again. Sometimes I wish I could understand you, Naruto said with a sigh as Kasumi his hand. That's not impossible to do Naruto-kun, Kyuubi told him with a smirk. Naruto's eyes shot open as he heard her voice. That's possible, he asked her. Kyuubi nodded although Naruto didn't see it. I can have you understand animal speak. While not all animals, I can at least do it for Kasumi right here, Kyuubi told him. Naruto chuckled at the thought as he nodded. Alright Kyuubi-chan, will it take long? Naruto asked her. Kyuubi shook her head. No, not really, only about 10 minutes. Hang on, I will do it now, Kyuubi told him. Naruto nodded as he waited for Kyuubi to be finished. 10 minutes later, Naruto continued to wait until Kyuubi made her presence known. Alright, try it Naruto-kun, Kyuubi told him with a smile. Naruto nodded with a smile as he turned to Kasumi. Kasumi-chan, can you understand me? Naruto asked with anticipation. Kasumi looked at him and then smiled. Yes, I can Naruto-sama, Kasumi said to him. Naruto dropped his jaw as Kasumi snickered. I am surprised that you understand me Naruto-sama, Kasumi told him. Naruto nodded as he looked at her. You and I have Kyuubi-chan to thank for that, Naruto told her. Kasumi nodded slightly as she rolled on the floor. Thank you Kyuubi-sama, I always wanted to speak with Naruto-sama like this, Kasumi said with a smile. Naruto nodded as he laid on the bed. Kasumi soon jumped on the bed as she rested on Naruto's stomach. Exactly why do you like that spot so much? Naruto asked her. Kasumi chuckled as she looked at him. When you sleep I feel the rumbling in your stomach and it's quite relaxing Naruto-sama, Kasumi responded. Naruto chuckled but soon Kasumi stood up as she smirked from an idea. Naruto-sama, you remember the man-beast clone jutsu right? Kasumi asked him. Naruto quirked up an eyebrow, but nodded. Sure Kasumi-chan, what about it? Naruto asked. Kasumi smirked as she hopped to the floor. Wanna see what I look like? My father taught me the technique early so I have a human form like him. Well, it's more of a half-human half-dog look, Kasumi told him. Naruto nodded as Kasumi disappeared in smoke. Naruto coughed for a bit, but soon the smoke vanished as Naruto hung his jaw as he stared at Kasumi. Kasumi, quite beautiful as she sat, had a black tail, but her hair reached down to her shoulders. Some of her fur covered her body, more specifically some of her sides. Her hair was more tamed as it went down her slender legs. Naruto continued to stare as Kasumi as she slightly blushed. Naruto-sama, if you continue to stare I might feel embarrassed, Kasumi told him. Naruto broke from his stare as he heard Kyuubi laughing as she rolled around on her bed. Kasumi-chan, you look great, Naruto told her. Kasumi blushed with a smile on her face as she leaned on Naruto. Naruto-sama, your face is red, Kasumi said to him. Naruto stuttered as he felt the soft fur covered on his chest. Naruto tried with his might to keep something down as Kasumi continued to assault his mind with her presence. Kasumi smirked as she Naruto's face she had always done, but Naruto's face got redder as his mind went into overdrive. Naruto-sama, are you okay? Kasumi asked him. Kyuubi continued to laugh as Naruto soon fell back with a slight nosebleed. Kasumi smirked as she laid on Naruto's stomach. You're so cute Naruto-sama, Kasumi said as she fell asleep. Later that night, Naruto had woken up finally as his eyes settled on the human form of Kasumi. Naruto soon chuckled as he looked at her. Kyuubi couldn't help but interrupt. So are you going on half humans now? Kyuubi asked him. Naruto blushed, but sighed. I doubt that would work out, Naruto told her. Kyuubi chuckled. It's not impossible, Naruto-kun. Demons and humans mate. They breed what are called Hanyu. Just think of her as a dog demon. A very very wide dog demon, Kyuubi told him. Naruto chuckled at the idea of having kids with Kasumi of all people, but he wondered if Sume would allow that. Well, I will at least think about it. Right now, I have a mission tomorrow, Naruto said to her. Kyuubi nodded as she cut the connection and left. Naruto soon stared at the ceiling as he thought over Kyuubi's words. Sleep soon claimed him as he closed his eyes. Next morning, Naruto groggily got up as he looked around the room. Naruto soon saw that Kasumi was gone as he headed for the shower. Naruto opened the door to see Kasumi humming a sweet tune as she turned to see Naruto looking at her with a blush. Good morning, Naruto-sama, Kasumi said to him. Naruto nodded with a smile as he stepped inside. Kasumi had finished her bath and left, leaving Naruto to wash himself. Naruto cleaned his body as he washed his blonde hair. He soon finished as he stepped out also. Naruto saw Kasumi form back into her dog form as she ate her breakfast. Naruto chuckled as he ate his breakfast also. Seeing the time, Naruto got dressed and packed his clothes. Kasumi soon climbed up his head as they ran out. Gates of Konoha. Naruto soon made it to the gates as he took in two forms at the gate. Naruto smiled as he saw Kiba along with the bridge builder. Hey Kiba, hey Tazuna-san, Naruto yelled. Both guys turned and waved as Naruto mingled with the two. 1 hour later, Sasuke and Kakashi soon came. Everyone appeared at the prepared to go. Kakashi checked everyone's bags and nodded that they all had the right equipment. Alright Team 7, let's move out, Kakashi ordered. Everyone nodded as they passed the gates of Konoha. Sasuke smirked as he finally got what he wanted as he arrogantly got in front of everyone like he was in charge. And the Tem is at it again, Naruto said to himself. The sun was beaming out in sky as everyone soon passed a puddle of water. Naruto made a quick sign to Kiba, who got it and glanced at Kakashi, who nodded. It hasn't rained for months, there is no way that's real, Naruto thought as everyone kept walking. After a few more minutes of walking, two chains suddenly came and trapped Kakashi as the two shinobi dashed forward. Kakashi was soon cut in half as the two shinobi smirked. Get the bridge builder, one of them said as the two dashed forward. Naruto smirked as he cracked his knuckles. Sasuke, guard the bridge builder. Kiba, you and Akamaru intercept the second one. Kasumi-chan and I will take the first, go. Naruto yelled as everyone took their positions. Sasuke, reluctantly, guarded Tazuna as Naruto and Kiba fought the enemy. Kiba and Akamaru were able to confuse the second man as they planted smoke bombs over the area. The Chunin ninja didn't have the time to react as Akamaru appeared behind him along with Kiba as they did their technique. Gatsuga, Kiba yelled as he slammed into the man's back, sending him into a tree. The man was soon unconscious as Kiba turned to see Naruto and Kasumi fighting. Naruto managed to handle the man easily as he kicked the man into a tree. Naruto smirked as he pointed at the man. Kasumi soon charged as she began to spin violently. Naruto did a quick flash of hand signs as he took a breath of air. Kaden. Gokaku no Jutsu, Naruto yelled as the fire engulfed Kasumi. Soon Kasumi emerged in a Kaden-powered Suga, passing Fang, as she spiraled into the man. Both men were knocked out as Naruto smirked. Alright Kakashi-sensei, you can come out now, Naruto yelled. Kakashi chuckled as everyone turned to see him in a tree. Sorry about that, just had to see how you would do in a situation like that and I am proud to say you passed. Naruto, you gave the correct instructions as you set people to do specific jobs. You are in charge, when I am out of commission, Kakashi told him. Naruto nodded with a smile which got a scowl from Sasuke. Kakashi soon turned to Tazuna and narrowed his eyes. It's obvious that you lied about the mission. This is well over a B rank mission. So why did you lie? Kakashi asked as Tazuna sighed. Tazuna told the whole speech of Gato taking over the land of Wave. He also told how hard the people had it and how the bridge was their last hope. He didn't have the money to pay for a higher mission. After finishing his story, Tazuna checked everyone's reaction. Well, it just proves that the strong rule the weak, Sasuke said with a smirk. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he hit Sasuke into the ground, knocking him out. Naruto turned to the others and smiled. You all saw nothing, right? Naruto told them. Kiba smirked as his eyes roamed a different place than where Naruto was along with Kakashi and Tazuna. Well, we don't have to complete this mission, but people being made to suffer isn't right, Kakashi-sensei. I would like to complete this mission, Naruto told him. Kakashi smirked as he turned to Kiba, who nodded also. He couldn't expect a nod from Sasuke as he was sleeping at the moment. Alright, we will continue as planned, let's go, Kakashi said as everyone nodded. Naruto made 2 clones as they picked up Sasuke and walked off. Everyone walked for about 2 hours until they came to a boat. So we take this boat and then we are in Wave, right? Kiba asked. Tazuna nodded as everyone chose to be quiet for the sake of stealth. The ride across took about an hour as everyone landed on shore. Border of Wave country. Everyone walked for about 15 minutes until Naruto looked to his left and saw a snow-white rabbit. Naruto tensed as he heard the sound of something coming at them. Everyone get down, Naruto said as everyone did as he ordered and hit the ground. Soon a large blade passed everyone as it rested at the top of a tree. Soon a man with bandages over his mouth appeared as he stood on top of the sword. Well, it seems that I might have some amusement after all. No wonder the demon brothers lost to them, the man thought as everyone got up. Naruto analyzed the man and smirked. Zabuza Momochi. Missing Nuke Nin from Kurigakure and wanted for multiple offenses to Kiri. Listed in the bingo book as Class A Shinobi, Naruto said as he got a surprised look from Zabuza. Looks like I got researched on, but I didn't think that I would be able to do battle with Kakashi of the Sharingan and master of over 1000 jutsu, Zabuza said. As if on cue, Sasuke's eyes shot open as he freed himself from the clones. Kakashi has the Sharingan, but how? He isn't an Uchiha, so how does he have it? Sasuke thought as Kakashi sighed. Guess I have to get serious, Kakashi said as he revealed his left eye to everyone. Everyone saw the red eyes along with the 3 black tomos in the eye. Sasuke gasped along with Kiba, but Naruto smirked. So that's the pride and joy of the Uchiha. I am quite shocked, but since Kyuubi-chan told me about, I can see why people think it is amazing, but it isn't an all-powerful eye, Naruto said with a slight shrug. Legend states that the Sharingan can see into the future. What do you see, Kakashi? Zabuza said. A mist appeared and thickened. Kakashi smirked as Naruto, Kiba, and Sasuke made a protective formation around Tazuna. I see. Your death, Zabuza. Your future is death, Zabuza, Kakashi said to the demon of the hidden mist. Zabuza smirked as he appeared on the field across from Team 7. Know the standard drill, Naruto, Kiba, and Sasuke guarded Tazuna as Kakashi smirked. Alright, they know how to protect him. Now I can fight without holding back, Kakashi muttered as he turned back to his target. Kakashi looked to see Zabuza go through his hand signs as he smirked. Sweden. Kurigakure no Jutsu, Zabuza yelled as a mist suddenly appeared. Everyone tensed up as Zabuza suddenly disappeared. Kakashi smirked as he tried to sense for Zabuza. Soon the ki both Jonin were releasing was picked up by the genin as nearly everyone sweated. Naruto, having trained with Kyuubi and Kasumi, didn't mind much, but Kiba and Sasuke were a different story. Kiba sweated slightly, but seeing Naruto's composed nature managed to calm him down. Sasuke was an absolute wreck as he felt the intense pressure in the air from the 2 Jonin. This 2 Jonin. The true elite of the shinobi lands. The pressure is heavy. Too heavy. I feel like my life is being choked off. If this is to continue then I might as well. Hey Uchiha Tem, Naruto said, bringing Sasuke to him. Stand up and don't give up. You sure as hell better not, or I will show you a true key. You aren't going to die here, so trust in our sensei, Naruto told him. Sasuke smirked as he nodded, which caused Kakashi to smile. Soon the voice in the mist laughed as he stared at the genin. Bold words, kid. Let's see if your sensei can back them up. Now then, which vital spot shall I attack? Zabuza said as he appeared between the trio and Tazuna. It's over, Zabuza said as he swung his sword at Tazuna. Naruto smirked as he drew his sword to parry Zabuza's attack, much to his and Kakashi's surprise. Sorry Zabuza, but it isn't that simple, Naruto said as he jumped and did a spin kick towards Zabuza's face, sending him onto the water. Kakashi appeared behind him with a kunai to his jugular as he narrowed his eye at him. Now it's over Zabuza. Surrender now, Kakashi said to him. Zabuza sighed as he disappeared into water. Kakashi gasped as Zabuza appeared behind him. Fool, he said as he flashed his hand signs quick. Sweden. Suiro no Jutsu, water style. Water prison jutsu, Zabuza said as the water enveloped Kakashi and locked him in place. Kakashi cursed as he couldn't move, which made Zabuza smirk as he made another Mizu Bunshin that appeared in front of them. Naruto and his team narrowed their eyes as Kakashi yelled. Take the bridge builder and run. A Mizu Bunshin can't travel far from the original. Get out of here now, Kakashi told them. Sasuke inwardly smirked as he left his spot, which caused Naruto and Kiba to look at him like he was insane. Please Kakashi, I am an Uchiha. This guy is nothing compared to me. He is going to kneel today, Sasuke said as he charged the clone. Stop Sasuke, Naruto yelled, but was ignored as Sasuke took out a kunai. The clone smirked as he simply sidestepped Sasuke and slammed his foot in the Uchiha, sending him into a tree. Naruto cursed as he turned to Kiba. Kiba, guard Tazuna. Me and Kasumi-chan are going to help Sasuke Tem, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded as Naruto ran off. Kiba and Akamaru stayed guard of Tazuna as Kakashi watched his genin in slight wonder. Naruto and Kasumi ran at the clone as Naruto made a shadow clone to handle Sasuke. The clone smirked as he drew his sword while Naruto took out 4 smoke bombs and threw them at the clone. Soon the smoke enveloped the clone as Naruto and Kasumi shot towards the real one as Zabuza smirked. So they distracted the clone and want to target me. Smart boy, Zabuza said as Naruto and Kasumi began to spin. Gatsuga, Naruto yelled as both attacked Zabuza. Zabuza smirked as he released his hand, causing the water to fall and Kakashi to be freed. Good job Naruto, Kakashi said to him. Naruto nodded as he and Kasumi slid on the water. Nothing to it Kakashi-sensei, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded with a smile as Naruto went to finish the Mizu Bunshin that was still out. Both charged him as Kasumi changed into her half-human half-wolf as both neared the clone. Alright Kasumi-chan, let's end it here for him, Naruto told her. Kasumi chuckled with a nod. Yes Naruto-sama, Kasumi said as both watched the clone aim for Sasuke. Naruto cursed as they ran faster to reach the clone before he sliced the Uchiha. Sasuke was in a panic as he thought he was going to die. Sasuke saw the clone ready to swing as he thought of any way he could get away. Sasuke's eyes quickly scanned the area as he turned to Kiba. Alright Mutt. Time to be useful, Sasuke said as he used the Kawarimi and vanished as Zabuza narrowed his eyes, but soon gasped as he saw Kiba in place of Sasuke. Kiba gasped as he saw Sasuke over near Tazuna as Zabuza managed to pivot his foot and slightly slash Kiba across the waist. Kiba screamed as Naruto looked in anger at what Sasuke just did. Kakashi and the real Zabuza turned to see Kiba on the ground and Sasuke huffing near Tazuna with a smirk on his face. Kiba, Naruto yelled as he managed to catch the clone off guard and slashed at it. Naruto quickly checked over Kiba's wound as Zabuza turned to Kakashi. Wow, I killed all my classmates, but even I never did that, Zabuza said to Kakashi. Kakashi's eye widened as he saw Naruto over near Kiba. Kiba, are you alright? Naruto asked him. Kiba coughed up blood as Naruto looked over his friend. Kiba soon closed his eyes as Naruto panicked. Hey Kiba, get up. Don't die here. You're going to be a clan head, aren't you? Naruto said as he turned to Sasuke in anger. Sasuke. Naruto yelled as he pinned Sasuke to the floor. Why the hell did you do that? He was our teammate, yet you disposed of him like he was nothing. Why damn it? Naruto asked him. Sasuke ate his teeth as he looked at Naruto. He was lucky he could be used to save the last Uchiha, Sasuke said, to which Naruto started to leak red chakra. Naruto-kun, calm down. You have to stay calm, Kyuubi pleaded as she saw Naruto in anger over Sasuke's actions. Kyuubi gasped in horror as Naruto's teeth sharpened and his eyes narrowed. Kyuubi and Kasumi continued to watch as Naruto raised his hand at Sasuke. Sasuke. Naruto yelled as his hand reached lower, but stopped as he put a hand over his eyes. Naruto screamed in pain as he fell to the floor. Sasuke soon got up as he got away from Naruto. Kakashi and Zabuza turned from their fight to see Naruto on the floor. While Zabuza was distracted, Kakashi decided to end things now. Sweden. Daibakufu no Jutsu, water style. Giant vortex jutsu, Kakashi yelled as he sent the spiral of water at Zabuza. Zabuza cursed as he was swept away into a tree. Now it's over, Zabuza, Kakashi said as he stared at Zabuza's lifeless body. Soon 3 Senbon needles struck him in the neck. Soon a person wearing a mask came out as they grabbed him. Thank you for dealing with him. I had trouble finding him. Now I can complete my job as a hunter nin. Goodbye, the shinobi said. They left. Kakashi narrowed his eyes and sighed as he went back to the group. Kakashi saw Naruto passed out along with Kiba as Kakashi opened Naruto's eyes. Kakashi didn't know he still had his Sharingan activated as he looked at Naruto's eyes. Kakashi gasped as he saw one white ring around Naruto's eyes and a small white cross in his black pupil. Is this an unlocked dojutsu? Kakashi wondered as he sighed. Too many things were happening today. Kakashi turned to see Sasuke and Tazuna standing as Kakashi made a shadow clone. Alright, now let's g. Kakashi soon fell to the ground and passed out. Tazuna sighed as he grabbed Kakashi while the clone grabbed Naruto and Kiba. Tazuna and the Kakashi clone turned to Sasuke and narrowed their eyes. We are going to have a serious talk when this is all over, Sasuke, Kakashi said as they all walked off with a sneering Sasuke behind them. Wave country. Thanks to Tazuna, everyone managed to get to Tazuna's house without any interruptions as a woman came to the door. Father, you're okay, the woman said, to which Tazuna nodded with a smile. Yes, Tsunami, I am alright. I had some nice protection, Tazuna said, pointing the group behind him. Hello, thank you for looking after my father. I am Tsunami, nice to meet you, Tsunami said as she brought the group inside. The Kakashi clone took Naruto and Kiba upstairs as Tazuna placed the real Kakashi on the couch for rest. Sasuke sat on a chair and brooded as he saw a kid look at him strangely. He run upstairs. Tsunami sighed as she looked at the boy. Sorry, he is Inari, my son. He doesn't talk much anymore, Tsunami told him. Sasuke shrugged his shoulders as he went to sleep after the long day. Next morning, Naruto groggily woke up as he tried to open his eyes. Naruto soon covered his eyes in pain as he formed a link to Kyuubi. Kyuubi-chan, are you there? Naruto asked. Kyuubi sighed as she talked. I am here, Naruto-kun. How are you feeling? She asked him. Naruto sighed as he rubbed his head. I have honestly had better day, Kyuubi-chan. Why do my eyes hurt so much? Naruto asked her. Kyuubi slightly smiled as she gave him the answer. Congratulations, Naruto-kun, you have your dojutsu, though the way you got it I don't like it, Kyuubi told him. Naruto soon strained his eyes to look into the as he gasped when he saw his eyes. Kyuubi-chan, these are great. Thank you, Naruto told her. Kyuubi nodded with a smile. The reason your eyes hurt is because you activated the Shinsenagen, You also were using some of my chakra and that caused the burning in your eyes. Try not to let the Uchiha get to you. I know what he did was very wrong, but control your emotions better. I don't want you getting hurt, Kyuubi told him with much concern in her voice. Naruto took note of the concern and nodded. All right, Kyuubi-chan. I'm sorry for acting like that. You're right. I need to control them better. Sorry that I worried you, Naruto told her. Kyuubi nodded with a smile as Naruto checked Kiba. Naruto breathed a sigh of relief as he saw Kiba resting and Akamaru on his stomach. Naruto turned to see Kasumi on his stomach also, which made him smile. Naruto soon squirmed as Kasumi opened her eyes to see Naruto's smiling face. Kasumi suddenly jumped as his face in happiness. I missed you too, Kasumi-chan, Naruto said, to which Kasumi changed to her human form and clutched Naruto. I thought I would lose you, Naruto-sama. Don't scare me like that, Naruto-sama, Kasumi told him. Naruto nodded as he kissed her nose. Kasumi blushed at the action, until she saw Naruto smile. Do you accept my apology? Naruto asked her. Kasumi continued to blush, but nodded as she changed back to her dog form. Naruto soon got up as he let Kiba rest. Naruto soon went to the washroom with Kasumi as they did the standard wash-up with Naruto cleaning Kasumi and himself. Soon both exited the shower to see Kakashi staring at Naruto. Hey Kakashi-sensei, how are you? And what's with the crutches? Naruto asked him. Kakashi chuckled as he rubbed the back of his head. Oh, you know, chakra exhaustion and all, Kakashi told him. Naruto nodded with a slight chuckle. Kiba is all right. He is resting right now. He will be fine in a few hours, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded with a smile as Naruto and Kasumi headed downstairs. Oh Naruto, Kakashi said, bringing him back. I want to talk to you about something later, Kakashi told him. Naruto had a feeling about what it was but nodded as he went downstairs. As Naruto and Kasumi appeared, both smiled as Tsunami greeted them. Hello, I am Naruto Uzumaki. Thank you for taking care of us, Naruto told her. Tsunami nodded with a smile as she shook his hand. Hello, I am Tsunami. Nice to meet you, she said to him. Naruto soon went to the table to eat until he saw Sasuke eating also. Naruto narrowed his eyes as he sat in his seat. He and Sasuke didn't utter any words as both slightly glanced at each other. Naruto ate his bowl of rice and soup as he sipped some tea. Sasuke did the same as Naruto fed Kasumi also. Naruto said a quick hello to Tazuna, who smiled and nodded. Naruto soon finished his breakfast along with Kasumi as both left. Tazuna soon breathed easily as the tension in the air lessened. Sasuke finished his food also as he was about to leave, but was stopped by Kakashi. Now then Sasuke, about that talk, Kakashi said, to which Sasuke groaned. With Naruto and Kasumi, Naruto soon walked to a secluded area with Kasumi as she changed back to her human form. Naruto soon quirked up an eyebrow at her. Why do you only change when no one is around except me? Naruto asked her. Kasumi chuckled as she stretched. I didn't think it was something to necessarily do. Should I show this form in public? She asked him. Naruto looked at her for a moment, then thought for a second. Naruto went through all the possibilities of Kasumi walking around in public. No, just keep doing what you're doing. I would rather not want that, Naruto told her with a hint of jealousy and possession that made Kasumi blush as she picked up on it. Alright then Naruto-sama, I will only show you this form, Kasumi said to him. Naruto blushed as he made it his first objective to buy Kasumi some clothes when they got back. Naruto soon sat down along Kasumi on the grass. Naruto soon closed his eyes as he put his hand on Kasumi's shoulders. Naruto's mindscape. Both were soon in a field of flowers and trees near a waterfall as small foxes ran to Naruto and Kasumi. Naruto-sama, what is this? Kasumi asked him. Naruto chuckled as he turned to her. This is my mindscape. I wanted to see if I could bring you here and it looks like I can, Naruto said as he walked to the house just a few feet from them. Naruto soon opened the door and smiled. Kyuubi-chan, are you home? Naruto yelled. After a few minutes, Kyuubi came down the stairs as she wore a red kimono that matched her hair. Nice of you to visit Naruto-kun, and I guess this is Kasumi-chan. Kyuubi said, to which Kasumi nodded. Hello, you must be Kyuubi-sama. Naruto-sama told me about you, Kasumi said to him. Kyuubi smiled at her as she shook her hand. Naruto smiled at the action as everyone left house. Soon they all sat in the field as Naruto and Kyuubi talked. So what happened while I was out? Naruto asked them. Kyuubi and Kasumi looked at each other and then looked at Naruto. Well, you might have gotten the Sharingan by mistake from Kakashi. When Kakashi checked on you, he didn't deactivate his Sharingan, so I think that you might have it now, Kyuubi told him. Naruto nodded with a slight smile to his face. There was also a hunter nin who killed Zabuza after Kakashi defeated him, but I doubt that they did, Kasumi said to him. Naruto nodded as he was sure he would face Zabuza again. Alright, thank you for that information, Naruto told them. Both girls nodded as Naruto closed his eyes for a second. Naruto breathed deeply and exhaled as he opened his eyes to show the red color of the Sharingan with one tomo on his eye. Kasumi smiled at his new eyes as Kyuubi looked at them. Looks like a challenge completed, if I must say so myself. Nice set of eyes, Naruto-kun, Kyuubi told him. Naruto nodded as they all talked about some other things. Naruto and Kasumi soon left as Kyuubi went to practice her fox stances and some light training. Outside the mindscape, Naruto opened his eyes as he saw a woman looking at him as she picked some herbs. Kasumi tugged his clothes as Naruto looked at her. Kasumi whispered in his ear as Naruto looked at the woman. Naruto soon got up as Kasumi changed back to her dog form. Naruto soon walked up to the woman and smiled. What are you doing out here? Naruto asked her. The woman looked at him as she smiled. I am gathering herbs for my friend. He's in pretty bad shape and I need to help him, she told him. Naruto nodded with a smile. I see. Well, tell Zabuza to get better, Naruto told her. The woman quickly took out a kunai as she turned to see the shiny metal of Naruto's sword at her throat. Now I don't want to fight if I don't have to, but I will if I have to, Naruto said as he withdrew his sword. The woman relaxed as Naruto sat back down. So what is your name? Naruto asked her. The woman slightly tensed, but calmed down. I am Haku. I am Zabuza's companion, or maybe tool is a better word, Haku said with the most straight smile Naruto had ever seen. And you are happy to be a tool? Naruto asked her. Haku nodded slightly like she was having some form of difficulty answering that question. I suppose I am. He saved my life and I am in his debt. He is my precious person. For him I am strong, Haku told him. So you get stronger for the sake of your precious person? Naruto asked her. Haku nodded with a smile on her face. That's right. Do you have someone who you consider precious? She asked him. Naruto chuckled as he thought over her question. Yes, I do. I have many precious people. I will fight to protect them, Naruto told her. Haku chuckled as she finished her picking her herbs. I can tell you will get stronger, Haku said as she continued to walk away. Naruto and Kasumi continued to sit in the grass as Haku turned around. Oh, and by the way, I'm a boy, Haku said, to which Naruto shrugged his shoulders. Then maybe you should dress like one and not wear a girl's kimono, Naruto told him. Haku grew a tick mark as he continued to walk away. Naruto soon stood up as he turned around. Though I don't think that a person's precious people should use them as tools, Naruto said as he and Kasumi walked away. Haku stopped in mid-step then continued. Maybe he's right, Haku thought as he walked away with his herbs in his basket. With Naruto and Kasumi soon showed up at the house as they saw Kakashi with Sasuke and surprisingly Kiba out near the trees. Kakashi soon turned as he looked to see Naruto coming. Oh Naruto, so nice of you to show up. I was just about to get you, Kakashi said with an eye smile. Naruto chuckled as he turned to Kiba. How are you up already? Naruto asked him. Kiba chuckled with a smile. Please, my mother has done worse to me. A slash like that does hurt, but I wouldn't die from it, Kiba told him. Naruto chuckled with a nod as he had received Tsume's training also. Kakashi soon brought everyone together. Alright, that enough talking. I believe that Zabuza is still alive, so we are going to start training, Kakashi told them. Everyone nodded as Kakashi smiled. Alright, we will begin with chakra control. You will be walking this tree, Kakashi. Naruto smirked along with Kiba while Sasuke quirked an eyebrow. Without the use of your hands, Kakashi told them. Sasuke narrowed his eyes in a disbelieving grin as Kakashi channeled chakra to his feet. Kakashi soon climbed up the tree with his crutches as he soon walked up to a branch and soon hung upside down. This is how it's done. Now until you learn to do this, I will stay in guard of Tazuna, Kakashi said with an eye smile as he waited for everyone. Soon 3 kunai hit the ground beneath them as they looked up. Use those as markers. You slash the tree and mark your progress and try to go higher. Remember, too little chakra and you will fall, too much and you will damage the tree, Kakashi said to them. Everyone nodded as they took a kunai. Alright, go. Kakashi yelled as everyone ran. Sasuke soon went up the tree as he got up for 15 seconds then fell back down. Kiba soon went higher as he neared the branch, but soon fell also. Naruto smiled as he walked up and stood upside down on a branch. Well, that was easy, Naruto said with a shrug of his shoulders. Kiba smirked along with Kakashi while Sasuke cursed. Well, our Kitsune has the best chakra control, nice work Naruto. You are the bodyguard for Tazuna, Kakashi said with a smile as Naruto nodded. Naruto soon popped of the tree as he jumped to the ground. Alright Kakashi-sensei, well I am going to train for the time being, Naruto said as he and Kasumi walked by Kiba. Naruto soon whispered in his ear as he walked off. Kiba smirked, he got the information. Sasuke narrowed his eyes as he wondered what they talked about. Hey Mutt, what did that idiot say to you? Sasuke asked. Kiba ignored Sasuke as he ran up the tree again. Kiba smirked as he made it up the tree. Alright Kiba, you are a guard also, Kakashi told him with a smile. Kiba nodded as he walked off in the direction that Naruto went in, leaving Sasuke to his unanswered question. Well, it seems that the Uchiha aren't as genius as everyone thinks they are, Kakashi said with a slight hint of happiness and truth in his teasing. Sasuke seethed as he tired to go up the tree again, but soon came back down. Damn it all, Sasuke said as he pounded the ground. With Naruto. Naruto soon came to a secluded area as he smirked. Was it that easy Kiba? Naruto asked him. Kiba and Akamaru soon appeared as they looked at him. It was easy. I guess all that chakra training you shared with me before we became genin paid off, Kiba told him. Naruto nodded with a smile as he turned to Kiba. Hey Kiba, I have a dojutsu. You wanna see it? Naruto asked him. Kiba dropped his jaw, but nodded instantly. Naruto chuckled as he closed his eyes for a second. Naruto soon opened his eyes as he showed Kiba their features. Kiba gasped at the wonder of them. So what do they do? Kiba asked. Naruto smiled as he turned to Kiba. They allow me to copy bloodline limits and other dojutsu as well as copy ninjutsu and genjutsu, Naruto told him. Kiba smirked, but quirked up an eyebrow. So it's like an even better version of Sharingan? Kiba asked him. Naruto nodded. Nice Naruto, so have you copied anyone yet and what's it called? Kiba asked him. Naruto smiled at his questions, but soon responded. I have copied one dojutsu, but that was by accident and it is called the Shinseinagen, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded with a smile. So what dojutsu have you copied? Kiba asked. Naruto smirked as he looked at him. Naruto closed his eyes as he channeled chakra into them. Naruto soon opened his eyes to reveal the Sharingan, to which Kiba nearly gasped. You copied the Sharingan? Kiba asked him. Naruto nodded with a smile. Kiba chuckled as he looked at the one tomo in his eye. I wonder how Sasuke is going to react when he sees that. I hope to have a clean look at it, Kiba said, to which Naruto chuckled. Naruto soon deactivated the eye as they turned back to cerulean blue. I still have to perfect it. I wish I didn't have to, but no way around it. It might be fun though, Naruto told him. Kiba soon smirked as Naruto narrowed his eyes. What are you thinking? Naruto asked him. Kiba turned to him. Let me help you. This injury isn't anything serious, so let's train. You get to perfect the Shinsenagen along with the Sharingan and I get to have some training. We both win, Kiba told him. Naruto chuckled at his idea. Alright, but take it easy after we are done, Naruto told him, to which Kiba nodded. Naruto smirked as he opened his eyes and revealed the Sharingan. Kiba and Akamaru got into the Inuzuka stance. Kasumi became more feral as Naruto and Kasumi sparred with Kiba and Akamaru for a few hours. Naruto smirked as he looked at the tired form of Kiba, Akamaru and Kasumi as he sighed. Alright everyone. Thanks for today. We should head back now. We have guard duty tomorrow, Naruto told them. Everyone nodded as they walked back to the training site as they looked to see Sasuke still going at the tree with a look of annoyance. Naruto looked to see the sun going down as they passed him. Sasuke soon turned as he saw them and narrowed his eyes, ready to speak. Hey Dobi, tell me how to make it up this tree, Sasuke told him. Naruto and Kiba kept walking as they talked loud enough for Sasuke to hear. I guess the Uchiha need help for everything. Kami knows that all they can do is copy what people do, Naruto said with a sigh. Kiba smirked as both boys and their dogs went inside, leaving the Uchiha to seethe in anger. Just you wait Dobi. When we get back I will get that idiot council on you, Sasuke said with a smirk as he continued to run up the tree. With Naruto and Kiba, both soon entered the house as they spotted Kakashi reading an orange book as Naruto sighed. Another pervert huh? Naruto thought as he felt Kakashi's gaze turn to him. Kakashi soon put down his book as he looked at Naruto. Naruto, can we talk now? Kakashi asked him. Naruto sighed as he knew what this was about, but nodded nonetheless. Yes Kakashi-sensei, but let Kiba join in also. If it's about what I think it's about, then he should be here also, Naruto told him. Kakashi turned to Kiba, then back to Naruto and nodded. Alright then, let's go upstairs and talk, Kakashi said as he used the crutches to support himself up the stairs. Soon all three shinobi and the dogs entered the room as Naruto leaned on a wall with Kasumi in his arms and Kiba on the bed with Akamaru on his lap. Kakashi sat on a nearby stool as he turned to the two genin. Alright Naruto, this is about the time that we fought Zabuza, or more specifically after the fight, Kakashi told him, confirming Naruto's suspicions. Alright Kakashi-sensei, go on, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded as he remembered the events. When you and Kiba were knocked out by Zabuza, I remember checking up on you as I saw your hand over your eyes, Kakashi told him. Naruto nodded as Kakashi continued. When I opened your eyes to see if you were okay, I saw a white circle around the pupil of your eye and a small white cross at the center. I have my suspicions, but can you tell me what that is if you know? Kakashi asked him. Naruto turned to Kiba, who nodded as Naruto sighed. Well Kakashi-sensei, what you saw was my unlocked Dojutsu. I can't go into as many details as I would want, but like most other bloodlines in Dojutsu, mine is activated by either a form of extreme stress or a life-death situation. I didn't have a life or death situation, but to me Kiba did, Naruto said as he and Kakashi turned to Kiba as said boy rubbed the side on his waist. Naruto soon continued as he brought the attention back to him. I guess the sight of seeing Kiba that was put stress on me along with arguing with Sasuke about what he did. I think my eyes activated to that stress, so that's why I have them right now, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded in slight wonder and awe as he spoke. I can definitely see how that would cause such a thing. Seeing the sight of your precious people nearly die does tend to have that effect on people, Kakashi said, to which Naruto and Kiba nodded. So Naruto, do you know what your Dojutsu does? Kakashi asked with interest that Naruto and Kiba picked up on. Naruto hesitated slightly, but soon heard a familiar voice. Why not tell him, Naruto-kun? He seems like a good person. I think you should tell him. It might make your life a little less difficult, Kyuubi told him with her sultry voice. Naruto sighed and soon smiled. All right then. Thank you Kyuubi-chan, Naruto said, to which Kyuubi nodded with a smile and cut the connection. Naruto soon turned back to Kakashi and smiled. First Kakashi-sensei, I should tell you how I got this dojutsu at all, Naruto said, to which Kakashi nodded. Kyuubi gave me this dojutsu so I thank her for it, Naruto said, to which Kakashi's eye widened. Wait, Kyuubi is female? Kakashi asked, to which Naruto chuckled with a nod. Kakashi turned to Kiba, who nodded that he knew about it as Naruto continued. Kyuubi-chan changed my genetic map over the years so that my body could accommodate the dojutsu, Naruto explained. Kakashi absorbed all of the information as Naruto continued. My dojutsu is quite unique Kakashi-sensei, as it is probably the newest one in the world, Naruto said with a hint of pride. Kakashi and Kiba chuckled as Kakashi soon spoke. All right Naruto. I understand all of that. Now can you tell me what it is and what it does? Kakashi asked. Naruto nodded as he chuckled. I was about to answer those questions Kakashi-sensei. My dojutsu is called the Shinseinagen or Divine Light Eye. It is pretty much similar to the Sharingan, but is quite an improvement over it, Naruto said, to which Kakashi raised an eyebrow. The Shinseinagen allows me to copy genjutsu and ninjutsu just like the Sharingan, but it's better because I can also copy the Kekkei Genkai and dojutsu of others, Naruto told him. Kakashi chuckled at Naruto, which caused him to look at Kakashi in confusion. Naruto, no dojutsu allows such a thing. Dojutsu and Kekkei Genkai are unique to every person as it runs in the person's blood. There is no way you can copy things like that, Kakashi said, to which Kiba and Naruto chuckled. Naruto nearly laughed as he heard Kyuubi yell about Kakashi underestimating her power at doing things. Naruto turned to Kiba, who nodded with a smile as Naruto closed his eyes, to which Kakashi turned to him. Naruto soon opened his eyes as he revealed his Shinseinagen. I wish I could activate them without activating my Shinseinagen first, but I guess it doesn't work that way, Naruto said as he closed his eyes again. Kakashi continued to look at Naruto as he opened his eyes to reveal the red Sharingan with two tomo in his eyes. Kakashi's eye widened as he stood up. That's not possible, Kakashi said as he looked at Naruto's eyes. He looked to see it was a genuine Sharingan with two tomo as Naruto smiled. That's my dojutsu Kakashi-sensei, Naruto said to him. Kakashi gasped as he looked at Naruto. You copied a Sharingan, but how? Kakashi asked. Naruto smirked as he pointed at his sensei. When you opened my eyes, apparently my dojutsu was active and you didn't deactivate your Sharingan, so I now have it. And before you ask, yes, transplanted dojutsu count also. That isn't really your eye, I can tell. My dojutsu just copied the previous user's genetic map and acquired it, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded in amazement as he decided to bring up a point. Wait, when we fought in the training field for the bell test, you didn't have your dojutsu, so how could you do the Gatsuga technique of the Inuzuka clan? Kakashi asked. Naruto sighed at the never-ending questions as he smiled. Well, I have been friends with Kiba and his family for years. Sume trained me along Kiba and I was able to acquire the Inuzuka techniques, Naruto said to him. Kakashi turned to Kiba, who nodded as Kakashi turned to another question. So if you just copied my Sharingan, why do you only have two where I have three? Kakashi asked him. Naruto smirked at the question, but explained. Originally, I had one today, but having trained with Kiba, Kasumi-chan, Akamaru and a multitude of shadow clones, I was able to get the second one. I still have to master a dojutsu that I copy. I just can't get it right away after copying it, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded as he seemed to be finished. Alright, that's all for today Naruto, but I have to tell Hokage-sama about this when we return, Kakashi said to him. Naruto sighed with a nod as everyone sat in the room. Unknown to them, an Uchiha had heard the conversation, and the fact that Naruto had the Sharingan pissed him off. Naruto had, seemingly, stole the Sharingan, the rightful birthright to an Uchiha, and he got it even before Sasuke got his. HMPH, so the Dobi thinks that he is important now. Well, let's just see what the council thinks when this is over, Sasuke said with a smirk of arrogance as he left. With Zabuza and Haku, Zabuza laid in the bed as Haku tended to his wounds. Haku, we will attack again in a week. Be ready, Zabuza told him, to which Haku nodded. Yes, Zabuza-sama, Haku said, though he had a lot on his mind after what Naruto said to him. Soon a small man in a suit came in as he smiled. Well, it seems that the demon of the hidden mist can't even take care of a couple of kids, said the man. Zabuza sighed as he turned to him. Shut it, Gato. I will take care of them soon. Don't worry about it, Zabuza said as Gato neared him. You better. I am paying you top dollar for this mission. So get it done, Gato said. Zabuza smirked as a tick mark grew on Gato's head as he lunged at Zabuza. Haku soon grabbed his wrist and squeezed it as he looked at Gato. Don't try it, Gato. Now leave us alone, Haku said as he released Gato with a small amount of ki, making the man shiver. Fine, Gato said as he left. Zabuza turned to Haku and sighed. You didn't have to do that, he said as he revealed a hidden kunai. Haku smiled as he looked at Zabuza. You can't kill him, Zabuza-san. We still need him for a little while, Haku said as he continued to treat Zabuza's wounds. Next week, Naruto and Kiba continued guard duty with Tazuna as he and his workers did the bridge. Soon most people quit due to being too scared, but Naruto and his shadow clones made quick replacements as Tazuna was able to move ahead. Sasuke had managed to get up the tree and perfect the method as he was put on guard duty, though he constantly told Kakashi to teach him something better. Naruto in his free time was taught by Kakashi to handle the Sharingan, to which he was grateful, but asked Kakashi not to play favorites with them. Kakashi taught Kiba some more chakra control exercises as he tried his hand at kunai spinning. Kiba seemed frustrated with the exercise, but proved to be quite good at it after a while. Soon the week passed as Kakashi, Sasuke, and Kiba went to the bridge. Naruto decided to stay behind for a few hours in case something happened to Inari and Tsunami as he saw his group leave. Naruto soon walked around as he looked at Inari. Why? He asked. Naruto turned to him, confused. Why, what? Naruto asked him. Inari soon looked at Naruto, dead set into his eyes. Why do you try too hard? You can't stand up to Gato. He will just kill everyone. Just cause you're shinobi, you think that you are all powerful. Well, guess what, you aren't. I bet you haven't had a single bad day in your life, Inari said to him. Naruto narrowed his eyes at Inari and sighed. I know about you, Inari. Your mother told me what happened to you and the man you admired. I am sorry, but I do know a terrible life. I probably have more lives than a cat. What story would you like to hear? I have one about having my body burned. I have one about being nearly slashed apart. Oh, I have one about nearly being slashed while I was being burned. Don't give me your depression crap story, kid. I know that life. The only reason I didn't lose to it is because I had my precious people, and I know that you in this village still do. So God of you, no one knows my trouble-san. Do something about this situation, Naruto told him. Inari soon cried as Naruto felt the presence of two people outside. Look, Inari, it's easy to give up and fall into depression, but it's hard to survive and fight for what you believe in. Inari, trust me to end this Gato person and save your village. Inari, will you trust me? Naruto asked him. Inari soon locked eyes with Naruto as he felt an unbridled warmth from them. How do I know you won't die? Inari asked him. Naruto smiled as he opened the door. Because I won't dare die. If I did, then my precious people would be sad, and I don't want that, Naruto said to him. Inari stared in shock as Naruto closed the door behind him. Naruto smiled as he looked to see two samurai in front of him. Well, it seems that the decision to remain behind for a bit was a good one, Naruto said as both laughed at him. Look, kid, give us the woman and kid in the house and get lost before you die, one of them told him. Naruto chuckled as he offered a thinking pose. Now see, that doesn't work out for me. I have an obligation to protect them. So here is what we do. Either you two leave and live or act stupid and attack me only to be beaten senseless, Naruto told them. Both turned to each other and nodded as they drew their swords and charged at him. Naruto smirked as he did his signature hand sign. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Naruto yelled. Inari soon heard multiple punches and screams as he remembered Naruto's words. Inari soon ran outside with his eyes closed and yelled. Naruto, I trust you. Please free this village and put an end to Gato, Inari yelled as he opened his eyes in shock. He saw Naruto staring at him with a smile as he saw two thoroughly beaten up men as they were tied up. Naruto soon walked up to Inari and put his hand on his hand. Very well, Inari. I won't let you down. You are a good kid, Naruto said to him as he ran off, but not before leaving a shadow clone with Inari and Tsunami. Naruto soon raced through the trees and saw the bridge as he smirked. Naruto soon opened his black jacket as Kasumi poked her head out of the clothing and smiled. Ready to fight, Kasumi-chan? Naruto asked her. Kasumi smirked as she the top of his chin. Any time you are Naruto-sama, Kasumi said as Naruto looked to see Kakashi and Zabuza fighting. Sasuke looked battered as he was in a dome of ice mirrors along with Kiba. Naruto smirked as he decided to join the fun. With Kakashi and the others. Kakashi and Zabuza fought each other on equal ground as Tazuna stayed out of the way. Meanwhile, Haku was busy dealing with Sasuke and Kiba as they tried to get out of the dome of ice mirrors. Sasuke smirked as he finally got his Sharingan as he was able to dodge Haku movements with precision. Kiba did a simple Suga as he drilled into a mirror of ice, but was repelled back. Damn it, this ice is harder than steel, Kiba said as he rubbed his head. You need more power than that to beat me. I am sorry, I don't want to kill you, but I must, Haku said as he charged Kiba. Sasuke tried to take the chance to attack, but missed Haku as he neared Kiba. Haku soon gasped as he was flung out into the field as smoke appeared. Everyone turned to see Naruto with a smirk on his face as Kakashi smiled. Well, Naruto, is everything okay with Tazuna's family? Kakashi asked him. Naruto smirked with a nod as he turned to Haku. Looks like I got here in time, Naruto said as Haku got up. Naruto turned to Kiba and Sasuke. Well, looks like the Tem has his gifted eyes now. Kiba, guard Tazuna. Let me deal with this, Naruto told him. Kiba nodded in a quick fashion as he and Akamaru got up and ran to leave the ice dome. Haku soon gasped as he quickened his speed to reach Kiba to keep him from leaving. Useless, Haku said as he moved to strike. Kiba gasped, but Naruto managed to grab Haku's wrist as he looked eyes with the boy. I said you are my opponent. I will not be ignored, Naruto said as his eyes glowed with the Shinsenagen. Haku nearly gasped, but steeled his gaze as he saw Kiba leave and run to Tazuna. Haku sighed as he turned back to Naruto. Looks like our paths cross again, Naruto-san, Haku said to him. Naruto chuckled as he nodded. It sure is, Haku-san. I hope you thought about my statement, Naruto told him. Both soon broke their grip as Haku looked at Naruto then at the ground. I can't betray the person who saved my life, Haku said as he did a quick flash of hand signs. Naruto soon memorized the hand signs with his eyes as Haku stomped the ground. Hisatsu Hayaso, certain kill ice spears, Haku yelled as giant ice spikes emerged from the ground. Naruto soon backflipped as he avoided the spikes one by one, but cursed as he dodged a fireball that destroyed the spears. Naruto turned to see Sasuke smirked. Damn it, Sasuke. Stop trying to kill me along with the enemy, Naruto told him. Sasuke ignored him as he lunged at Haku, but soon the familiar mirrors formed as Naruto and Sasuke were encased inside. Makio Hyosho, demonic mirroring ice crystals, Haku said as he stepped inside the ice. Naruto smirked as he looked around. Well, looks like that is two jutsu I have copied, Naruto said as he deactivated his Shinsenagen. Naruto soon closed his eyes as he revealed the Sharingan, to which Haku gasped and Sasuke seethed. Him too, Haku thought. Damn Dobi, taking my clan's sacred dojutsu, Sasuke thought. Naruto smirked as he looked at Haku. Haku, tools break eventually, and if you were a tool as you say, then you wouldn't care whether Zabuza lived or died, you wouldn't value life the way you do either, Naruto told him. Haku studied Naruto silently, cursed as he found himself listening to Naruto. Tell me the truth, Haku, you only call yourself his tool because you couldn't or rather can't make decisions for yourself, so you have Zabuza do them for you, right? Naruto asked him. Haku widened his eyes at Naruto as he thought. Was it true? Did he only serve Zabuza because he couldn't do anything for himself? I wouldn't do that to Zabuza-sama, Haku said, to which Naruto narrowed his eyes. Then make the decision now. Leave Zabuza and come to Konoha with us. Have a life, have friends, don't keep killing, Naruto told him. Haku clenched his fists as he charged at Naruto. Sasuke gasped, but soon Naruto managed to grab Haku's hand as his other hand grabbed the mask Haku was wearing. Naruto soon broke the mask as he looked to see Haku with tears in his eyes. What am I supposed to do? He saved my life. I owe Zabuza-sama my life, Haku said to him. Naruto sighed as he looked at Haku. When I was a kid, I had my life saved countless times by very few people. I am very grateful to a lot of people, but if I suddenly felt that I owed them my entire life, then I would restrict myself to my future. No one can decide future for me, only I can. Haku, I am sure you will always be grateful to Zabuza, but you don't owe him anything except your thanks, Naruto said, to which Haku fell to the ground. Soon the mirrors fell as Sasuke saw his opportunity. Sasuke lunged at Haku, but was soon stopped as he met Naruto's gaze. Back off, Sasuke, right now, Naruto said to him. Sasuke seethed as his Sharingan locked with Naruto's as he backed off. Sasuke soon backed up as Naruto turned to see Kakashi with a ball of lighting in his hand. Zabuza was captured as he whistled for Haku. Haku soon got up from muscle memory and almost ran to Zabuza, but was stopped by Naruto. Haku, if you respect Zabuza at all, then live your life. Say your thanks to him and leave it at that, Naruto told him. Haku seemed to struggle with Naruto, but complied as he fell to the ground with his knees and his hands on the ground and his head bowed. Thank you for everything, Zabuza-sama, Haku said as Kakashi struck Zabuza. It's over, Kakashi said as the lighting roared. Zabuza screamed out as he soon fell to the ground, dead. Haku cried as Naruto placed his arm on his shoulder. Haku, I can't tell you anything to make you feel better, but if it's any consolation, you did the right thing, Naruto told him. Haku sighed as he turned to Naruto. For the longest time Zabuza was my purpose for living. What is my purpose now? Haku asked. Naruto shrugged his shoulders. I don't know, Haku, but you will know one day, Naruto told him. Haku slowly nodded as he got up. Naruto and Haku soon walked to the group as Haku came up to Kiba and bowed. I am sorry for all the harm and trouble I put you through, Haku said to Kiba. Kiba turned to Haku and smirked. It's all right, I guess. We are shinobi, it's our job, Kiba said to him. Kakashi walked up to Naruto. You managed to change him? Kakashi asked. Naruto chuckled. I think so. He just needs some clearance, Naruto told him. Kakashi nodded as the mist soon disappeared. Soon Gato appeared with about 30 bandits and smiled at Zabuza's dead body. So the demon is dead and Haku joins the enemy. Wonderful. Now I have a reason to kill you, Gato said, to which Haku looked at him. And I now have a reason to kill you, Haku said as he took out 3 Senbon needles. Naruto soon activated his Sharingan again as he stood next to Haku. I still haven't given this thing a proper test drive, let's see what it can do, Naruto said with a smile. Haku slightly chuckled as an arrow came near Gato's feet. Everyone looked to see Inari and the townspeople with their weapons. This is our town. We will fight to protect it, Inari yelled. Soon the villagers roared with a yell as Gato sweated. The one who kills the most gets paid the most. Now go, Gato yelled as the bandits charged. Naruto and Kakashi made the same hand sign as they smirked. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, They both yelled as 30 clones of Naruto and Kakashi came out. Soon the clones charged with their kunai as they blocked the bandits. Naruto smirked as he turned to Haku. "Do it, Haku-san," Naruto told him. Haku nodded as he did his one-handed hand signs. "Hisatsu Susho, 1,000 flying water needles," Haku yelled as he made a countless number of ice needles. Haku soon sent the needles down as they impaled shadow clone and bandit alike. Soon there was screaming as the ice shards stuck to people. Soon from hitting the clones with the ice shards the area was covered with smoke. "Kakashi-sensei, Sasuke, do a Kaden jutsu," Naruto said to them. Kakashi nodded while Sasuke grumbled, but complied as they did the same hand signs. "Kiba, you and Akamaru follow me," Naruto said as he and Kasumi became more feral. Kiba obeyed as all four ran out. Sasuke and Kakashi finished as they yelled. "Kaden, Suin Gokaku no Jutsu, Fire Style, Twin Great Fireball Jutsu," they yelled as the flames reached Naruto, Kasumi, Kiba, and Akamaru. "Do it now," Naruto yelled as all four began to spin. "Futago Hakai Gatsuga, Twin Barrel Gatsuga," Naruto and Kiba yelled at their new collaboration jutsu as they were engulfed by the flames. Soon the flames shot into the crowd of bandits as people screamed more. Naruto and Kiba along with Kasumi and Akamaru shot out in flaming spirals as they charged the rest of the group. People were soon shredded and burned as the entire field exploded. Haku smirked at the result along with Kakashi and Sasuke, and the other crowd of townspeople gasped. "So these are shinobi," Inari said in awe as Naruto appeared in front of Gato. Gato soon squirmed away as Naruto neared him. Wait, spare me. I can give you what your heart desires. I can give you money, women, anything. Just name it," Gato said to him. Naruto smirked as he looked at Gato. "I have a pretty good life. So take that offer to Haku and the townspeople," Naruto said as he knocked Gato out. Naruto soon smirked as he handed to village a bound Gato. "Do what you want with him. He isn't in our mission description," Naruto told them. Everyone cheered as they dragged Gato back to the town. Naruto soon walked back to his group as everyone smiled. "Well, we only have to finish the bridge now. Can we please go home now?" Naruto said to them. Everyone nodded as they walked home. Kakashi carried Zabuza's body and Haku carried his sword as they made a grave for him. "Haku, that sword is rightfully yours, so you should have it," Naruto told him. Haku looked at the blade and nodded. Haku soon strapped the sword to his back as everyone walked back to the house. Time went by quickly as Tazuna finished the bridge with no hindrances and the people cheered. Naruto's group soon appeared at the entrance. "Well, we have got to go," Naruto told them. Everyone gave their thanks as Inari stepped forward. "Thank you, Naruto ni-san, for everything. I will remember this day," Inari told him. Naruto smirked with a nod as his group left with the new addition of Haku. "So what do we name bridge?" someone asked Tazuna. Tazuna smiled as he saw the 5 people leave. "We will give it a name for restoring our strength and hope. We'll call it the Great Naruto Bridge," Tazuna said as people cheered as Naruto and his group left to go back home. Later that day, the group of 5 continued their trek back to Konoha as they had completed their first mission. The feeling of completing a mission left a good feeling in most of their mouths as everyone continued to walk. Naruto had a conversation with Kyuubi over the possible bloodlines he could and would copy in the future. Sasuke continued to peg Kakashi about teaching him something worth his time. Kiba had an interesting conversation with Haku about joining Team 7 as an extra person, to which Haku seemed to like the idea. "Trust me, Haku, you should join. The more people, the less I am able to interact with the Uchiha," Kiba said to him. Haku chuckled with a nod as he turned to see Kakashi ignoring Sasuke as he read his book. "I see your point. If your Hokage allows it, then I see no problem with it," Haku said, to which Kiba nodded. "Alright, Haku, you are going to like Konoha, somewhat," Kiba said to him, to which Haku raised an eyebrow. "What do you mean by somewhat, Kiba-san?" Haku asked him. Kiba sighed as he turned to Naruto, who seemed to have things on his mind to which Kiba knew. If you hear people talking or giving Naruto weird looks, you will wanna know later, Kiba told him. Haku slowly nodded in confusion over what this had to do with Naruto. With Naruto, Naruto continued to talk to Kyuubi as she went over his dojutsu with him, as he needed to figure some things out. So I don't need to close my eyes every time to switch between dojutsu? Naruto asked her. Kyuubi chuckled in the field as she patted a kit's head softly. No, Naruto-kun, though it helps, you don't need to do it. You should be able to switch between the dojutsu quite easily. Also, I know something that you will find out later, and trust me, you will like it about your dojutsu, Kyuubi said, piquing his interest. Ah, Kyuubi-chan, I thought we had a special, no secrets, relationship going on here, Naruto told, to which Kyuubi chuckled. Can't spoil the surprise, Naruto-kun, but you'll like it. I wouldn't keep a secret that would harm you, Kyuubi responded. Naruto sighed softly with a nod as he cut the connection. Naruto soon walked up to Haku and Kiba as he brought the attention to him. Hey Haku, can you help me with something? Naruto asked him. Haku looked at Naruto and could only wonder what he wanted. Sure, Naruto-san, what would you like me to do? Haku asked him. Naruto smiled as Kiba wondered what Naruto wanted also. Naruto soon opened his hand as he brought Haku and Kiba's attention to it. Naruto concentrated a little as it was his first time doing this. Naruto soon formed an ice Senbon as Haku nearly gasped. Naruto-san, how do you have my bloodline? Haku asked him. Naruto soon looked at Haku as he sighed. Remember the fight back on the bridge? Naruto asked him. Haku nodded as he slightly looked down, depressed, but decided to move on and continued to listen to Naruto. Yes, I remember it. What about it? Haku asked him. Naruto chuckled. Well, when we crossed, I managed to copy 2 of your jutsu before you joined us, Naruto said, surprising Haku. But how? My Howden is in my blood. You can't have it unless we are related in some way, Haku told him. Naruto nodded as he closed his eyes. Naruto soon revealed the Shinsenagen as Haku gasped. This is Dojutsu. It allows me to copy any jutsu, even blood limit jutsu. That's how I have your Howden. I'm sorry if I stole this, but I wondered if you would teach me to use it. Naruto asked him. Haku looked at Naruto, then thought for a few minutes over his question. Haku was the only ice user, and seeing Naruto use it was slightly comforting in some way for him. Haku soon smiled as he turned to Naruto. I don't know if I am good at teaching, but I will try my best, Naruto-san, Haku told him. Naruto smiled with a nod as everyone reached the gates of Konoha. Haku took in the sight and smiled at the thought of being accepted into such a place. Everyone soon went through the gates as Kakashi turned to his genin. Alright, we are back now. Let's do our mission briefing with Hokage-sama, Kakashi said as everyone nodded. Soon the 5 walked off to the Hokage mansion as Naruto and Kiba decided to have a conversation on going to the Inuzuka compound. Naruto smiled at the thought of seeing Sume after nearly a month away from the village. Haku looked around and sure enough, what Kiba told him was happening. Haku could see some people look at Naruto with hate in their eyes and sneer at him. Haku could also see some of the people smile at Sasuke, who arrogantly soaked up the silent praise. Haku soon walked up to Kiba and Naruto as he leaned in slightly. What is with these people and why are they looking at Naruto-san like this? Haku asked them. Naruto sighed along with Kiba as they knew it was coming, especially Naruto. I might tell you later, Haku-san. The group of people I trust to know this is small and I kinda prefer that for right now, Naruto told him. Haku nodded as he wondered about Naruto's past. Everyone soon made it to the Hokage mansion as they walked past the mansion guards. Hokage mansion. Everyone walked up the stairs as they reached the main office. Kakashi knocked on the door as he waited for a reply. Come in, said the voice as Kakashi opened the door. Kakashi and his group soon filed in as Sarutobi took in all of their faces along with the new face. I see we have guest, Sarutobi said, to which Haku bowed. Hello Hokage-sama, Haku said with respect. Sarutobi nodded with a smile as he turned to Kakashi. Mind doing the mission briefing? Sarutobi asked him. Kakashi nodded as he began. After leaving Konoha, my group walked along the road as we went to our destination in Wave with our client. After about 10 minutes, I along with Naruto and Kiba noticed two puddles and engaged two Chunin-level shinobi in battle. I wanted to see how my group would do in a real situation and everyone performed well, Kakashi said taking a breath. Sarutobi took in the information, but stopped Kakashi as he turned to Naruto. Alright Naruto-kun, let's hear your part, Sarutobi told him. Naruto nodded at his Gigi as he began from where Kakashi left off. Yes Gigi, after me, Sasuke, and Kiba dealt with the enemy, it turned out that our client lied about the correct information as this mission should have been a higher rank than what was given to us. Our client told us the story of why he lied and we decided to continue on for the sake of helping him. Soon we crossed the border into Wave as we came into a conflict with A-ranked missing nin, Zabuza Momochi, Naruto said as Sarutobi raised an eyebrow. Continue, he said as Naruto nodded. Knowing who the man was, Kiba, Sasuke, and I took the appropriate defense position to protect our client. Soon Kakashi-sensei dealt with the Zabuza as the two seemed evenly matched, but Zabuza captured Kakashi-sensei in a sweetened jutsu and decided to turn to us for a fight. Kakashi-sensei told us to leave with our client, but unfortunately somebody decided it was better to disobey those orders, Naruto said as he, Kakashi, and Kiba looked at Sasuke who scoffed and turned his head. After Sasuke went against Kakashi-sensei's orders, I decided that it was best to free Kakashi-sensei as he was the best to deal with our current problem. I told Kiba to guard Tazuna, as I trust him above anyone else to protect someone, Naruto said with a smile as he and Kiba bumped fists. Soon after, Kasumi-chan and I managed to get by Zabuza and free Kakashi-sensei as we turned our attention back to a clone that he made. Sasuke arrogantly fought the clone, but was soon in trouble as me and Kasumi-chan tried to save him, but then Sasuke did something unthinkable, Naruto said as Sarutobi steeled his gaze towards Sasuke. And what did Sasuke do? Sarutobi asked. Naruto sighed as he felt some of his chakra raise, but Kyuubi managed to calm him down. He did the Kawarimi Jutsu and made Kiba take the blow, Naruto said as Sarutobi turned to Kakashi and Kiba who nodded. Sasuke suddenly trembled as Sarutobi raised his ki towards the last Uchiha as he started to shake. Sarutobi soon took a large puff of smoke as he wanted Kakashi to continue. Having seen the act that Sasuke pulled on Kiba, Naruto soon ran to Kiba's side and looked to see Kiba in a bit of danger. Naruto soon lunged at Sasuke as he demanded an explanation from him. Sasuke scoffed with an arrogant reply as Naruto nearly attacked Sasuke. Soon Naruto screamed then slipped into unconsciousness as I finished the battle with Zabuza. However, he got away as I turned to the aid of Kiba and Naruto. Thankfully, both were fine with Kiba having a slash across his waist. I checked Naruto over and he seems to have unlocked a new dojutsu, Kakashi said to which Sarutobi nearly gasped. Sarutobi turned to Naruto who nodded as he wanted Kakashi to continue. Soon we arrived at the client's house, where we all rested for a few days. Soon I decided to start everyone on their training as I wanted to teach them how to control their chakra. I decided to have everyone do tree walking as I waited to see the results. Naruto got it perfectly as he made it up the tree on his first try. Kiba took a while, but with some help from Naruto, he got it also. Sasuke too the longest as he worked up until late nighttime to finish. Soon Naruto, Kiba, and I had a talk about Naruto's new dojutsu, which you will hear later, Kakashi told him. Sarutobi nodded and looked at Naruto then turned back. Everyone then acted as bodyguards for Tazuna as the week passed. Naruto opted to stay behind and look after the family as Kiba, Sasuke, and I went on, Kakashi said. Sarutobi went on as he turned to Sasuke and took a smoke as he was sure he would need it. Proceed Sasuke, Sarutobi told him. Naruto, Kiba, and Kakashi sighed along with Haku as Sasuke smirked. After Kakashi left the dope behind, we went to the bridge and battled with Zabuza and his accomplice, Sasuke said, pointing to Haku as Naruto's chakra flared again. Soon the mutt and I were dealing with him, to which I was about to win, but the dope soon interfered and soon told the mutt to guard Tazuna. He soon held Haku back as I saw that opportunity to deal with the enemy, but the dope got in my way as he tried to talk to the enemy and offer him sanctuary in Konoha. Soon Haku stopped attacking and Kakashi-sensei ended Zabuza. We then went home and spent the days watching over the villagers. Soon the bridge was finished as we all walked back and came here to see you, Sasuke said to him. Having that explanation, Sarutobi turned to see Kakashi-sai as Naruto and Kiba narrowed their eyes at Sasuke. Sarutobi soon took a puff of smoke as he sighed. Alright, good work everyone. You will be getting a higher mission pay for this. So Sasuke, you may leave, Sarutobi said as the Uchiha shrugged and walked out. Sarutobi soon turned to everyone else. Alright Kakashi, later I want to know what really happened on the bridge, Sarutobi said, to which Kakashi nodded. Yes Hokage-sama, Kakashi replied. Sarutobi nodded as he turned to Haku. So you want to join Konoha? He asked him. Haku nodded with a bow as Sarutobi smiled. You were a missing nin, so they will have to update the bingo book. You are a rogue, so you really have no prior records, so it's easy to instate you here. Just continue to be a shinobi, Sarutobi told him. Haku nodded with a smile as Sarutobi took out a headband. Here you go Haku-san, I will fill out the paperwork later. Now as for a place you will live. Is Naruto-kun's apartment okay? He asked. Haku nodded with a smile along with Naruto. Sarutobi soon turned to Kakashi. I'm going to place him on your team. He's too far above the academy students, but not necessarily a chunin. So he will be a part of Team 7 also, Sarutobi told Kakashi. Kakashi nodded as Sarutobi went back to another issue. So Naruto-kun, where did you get a dojutsu? Sarutobi asked him, though he had an idea. Naruto smiled as he stepped forward. I thank Kyuubi-chan for it. She gave it to me and I have recently activated it, Naruto said with a smile. Sarutobi gasped as Kyuubi chuckled. All in a 6 years' work Naruto-kun, Kyuubi told him with a smile and a laugh. Naruto mentally chuckled as he turned back to his Jiji. Will you show it to me Naruto-kun? Sarutobi asked him. Of course Jiji, I wanted to show it to you anyway, Naruto said as he closed his eyes and channeled chakra into them. Soon Naruto opened his eyes to reveal the Shinsenagen as Sarutobi gasped. It looks amazing Naruto-kun, what does it do? Sarutobi asked him, to which Kakashi slightly chuckled as he waited for Sarutobi's reaction. Naruto chuckled along with Kiba as he smiled. Well, it acts like the Sharingan. It allows me to copy ninjutsu and genjutsu, but it is a better improvement over it, Naruto said as Sarutobi widened his eyes and wondered what made this eye more special than the Sharingan. So what else does it do? He asked in all curiosity. Naruto smiled as he looked at Sarutobi. It allows me to copy the blood limits and dojutsu of others, Naruto told him. Sarutobi dropped the pipe from his mouth as Kiba, Kakashi, Haku, and Naruto smiled. It allows you to copy bloodlines? He asked. Naruto nodded as he focused chakra to his eyes. Soon his eyes strained a bit, but soon changed color as the Sharingan came into view. I got the Sharingan from Kakashi-sensei by accident, Naruto said as he chuckled sheepishly. Sarutobi sat in his chair as he wondered how strong Naruto would be in the future, but he also sighed as he knew the council would eat this up, especially Danzo of all people. Alright Naruto-kun, you and everyone can go, but trust me, I think that you will be called later, Sarutobi said as Naruto, Kiba, and Kakashi nodded as the four left. Sarutobi sat in his chair as he could only smile at the council's reaction to this new event as he filled out Haku's information. With Naruto and his group, everyone continued to walk as Kakashi bid them a farewell with a slight giggle that Naruto caught and sighed. Naruto soon made a shadow clone and smiled at Haku. Alright Haku, he will take you to the apartment. Go get settled in and unpack though, we might be called out later, Naruto said with a sigh. Haku nodded as he and the clone walked off. Naruto and Kiba soon smirked as they walked to the Inuzuka compound. Inuzuka compound. Kiba soon opened the door and he took in the familiar smell of his house. I'm home and I have a guest, Kiba yelled as Hana appeared. Well hello little bro and Naruto-kun, Hana said with a smile. Naruto smiled as Kasumi appeared from his black jacket where she was sleeping. I miss anything Naruto-sama? Kasumi asked with a yawn. Not really Kasumi-chan, you can go back to sleep, Naruto told her. Kasumi nodded as she decided to get a more comfortable position. Kasumi soon jumped down as she walked up Naruto's shoulder. Soon she rested on his head as she curled into a ball and went to sleep. Hana chuckled at the action as Sum soon appeared. Well everyone is here again, Sum said as Naruto walked up to her. Hey Sum-chan. Beautiful as ever, Naruto said as Sum blushed. Thank you Naruto-kun, so how was your mission? She asked him. Naruto chuckled as he and Kiba regaled the two women with their mission. Both were surprised that Naruto had a dojutsu, but were happy for him. Sum soon made an insane amount of ki as she heard that the Uchiha sacrificed her son for his own hide. Naruto managed to calm Sum down, but she was going to have a talk about this. Both continued on with the mission details as they soon finished. And that's pretty much it, Naruto said. Sum growled as she looked out the window. Sacrifice my son will you? Oh I can't wait to see you Uchiha, Sum said as she looked out the window. Naruto soon smiled as he placed a hand on Sum's shoulder. Don't worry Sum-chan, I won't let the Tem do that again. I swear, Naruto said as he gave her a kiss on the cheek. Sum chuckled with a nod as she and Hana gathered. Alright show us the dojutsu Naruto-kun, both said as Naruto wondered how many times he activated it in this one day. Naruto closed his eyes as he soon opened them to reveal the Shinsenagen. Both gasped at the beauty and power of it as Naruto soon deactivated it. Though I think the council might find some way to ruin my life with this, Naruto said as Sum nodded. Yeah they will. No doubt they will enact the CRA on you, Sum said as Naruto quirked up an eyebrow. What is that? Naruto asked. It's called the Clan Restoration Act. It makes a person take multiple partners to secure the chance of children inheriting your bloodline for the good of the village, Sum said, to which Naruto shrugged his shoulders. It doesn't sound so bad, Naruto said, to which Sum and Hana looked at him. Why not? Hana asked him. Naruto chuckled as he looked at Sum. Cause it seems that only the Inuzuka clan will be getting it, Naruto said to her. Sum chuckled with a slight blush as she smiled. So what is the minimum of girls? Naruto asked them. 4. Sum told him. Naruto nodded as he had 3. He already had feelings for Kyuubi, Sum, and oddly enough, Kasumi. He just needed one more woman to love. And Naruto, if you do get the CRA, would you pick me also? Hana asked him. Naruto and Kiba widened their eyes at a blushing Hana. Hana-chan, you like me? Naruto asked her. Hana's blush deepened with a nod. Yeah, I was worried about Ka-san taking you, so I asked her about it. She said that she didn't mind sharing and I would like to if you would, Hana told him. Naruto blushed with a smile on his face. Well Hana-chan, if you are happy with me then I would love for you to be with me, Naruto told her. Hana nodded with a smile as she kissed his cheek. Kiba smirked as everyone decided to talk about other things for a while. Sum had just gotten back from a mission also as Hana told everyone about her vet duties. A few hours passed until Sum heard a knock on the door. Everyone soon appeared with her as she opened the door to see an Anbu in front of the house. What is it? Sum asked him. The man nodded as he looked at the Inuzuka clan head. There is a council meeting in a few minutes. Sum-san, you must show up along with Naruto Uzumaki, the man said as he left. Sum and Naruto sighed as they put on their shoes. Well Hana-chan, Kiba, let's go, Naruto said to them. Both looked at him for a bit in confusion. Naruto chuckled as he looked at their faces. What, I am sure this meeting affects you too, so you can come also, Naruto said to them. Hana and Kiba smirked as they put on their shoes also and followed out with Naruto and Tsume to the Hokage mansion, again. Council room. Soon Naruto, Kiba, Hana, and Tsume came in as Tsume took her seat on the council as Sarutobi looked at Naruto. Naruto-kun, why are Kiba and Hana here? He asked the blonde. Naruto chuckled as he looked up. I think what you want to talk about concerns them also, so I brought them, Naruto said as Sarutobi nodded. Alright, let's begin the council, Sarutobi said as everyone nodded. Brat, it has come to our attention from someone that you stole the sacred Dojutsu of the Uchiha clan, is this true? Someone asked. Tsume looked at Naruto who sighed. No, I didn't steal it. Granted, I have it now, I didn't steal it, Naruto said to them. Everyone steeled their gazes at Naruto as Sukuna stood up. If you have it, then you stole it. There is no other way that you could have it. Sasuke was right to tell us about you, Sukuna, as Naruto narrowed his eyes. So part of this council of because of the tem, huh? Naruto said as people looked at the Hokage. Hokage-sama, this boy has defiled the Sharingan of the Uchiha clan, he should have that eye gouged out for such a crime. Another woman yelled. Sarutobi was about to say something, but stopped as he was interrupted by Naruto. Excuse me, Hokage-sama, but you idiots of the council are forgetting one thing, Naruto said to them. Everyone soon turned to him as he closed his eyes and revealed his dojutsu to the whole council, who gasped.